you have to be under the monk when you give a teach.
Are you a monk?
No, but you with the chair, you are higher than.
Are you a monk?
No.
So then keep.
I keep this for me.
Yes.
It's for Bhikkhu Alex and yourself. Sorry, Bhikkhu Richard.
Where's her?
Sai has somebody came for her and she's gone away. She's gone.
That's Ajahn Peter. He come today or not?
Yeah. Did you see?
Yeah, I saw him.
Mention something?
Sai says to send her apologies, and when she's
She
back,
doesn't have to.
back.
She doesn't have to apologize. Thomas, all the problems start here at the heart. That's where the problem is. If somebody is not able to sit, on the floor, he is welcome to sit on a chair. Yeah? There's no problem. Yeah? We cannot teach as a monk to people who stand above us. That's not allowed. But people who sit, it's proper.
Ajahn, I have a question. When
I also have a question. How good is your English? You understand everything?
Yeah, I understand. Yes.
Okay.
How is it? Can you look at the teacher when you give a Dhamma talk, or is it better to? Because most of the people they don't look, but I'm used to look, so I'm not sure. Is this polite or not?
I also don't know, because normally I would interact by looking, because I think it's politeness to interact. But
sure.
I see everybody going like that, so I'm not sure whether I'm being rude or not. I do have the same problem as you. So I do apologize if, because don't really know what is the right thing to do.
It's a Western custom, to look in somebody's eyes.
But it's just interaction.
But it's actually not very polite in Asia.
Okay.
Is it? People don't look
so
in each
literally we
other's
should
eyes.
be just sitting here and looking down and not...
No. If you understand very well where you should look, when you listen to Dhamma, if you have a question, you can look in the direction. Yeah? But if you listen to Dhamma, where should you look?
In your heart.
Because that's where the Dhamma is. That's where we look. Yeah? So most of the people, when they listen, especially practitioners, not normal people, yeah. Normal people always, want to see the interaction of the Ajahn who teaches the Dhamma, but people who practice, look in the heart, yeah. Because that's where the Dhamma comes from, and that's where the Dhamma should go. Yeah? If you look, at somebody else, we are distracted. Yeah? Remember, where was it, in Life of Inequality, one of the talk where Limta, in the beginning said, the Dhamma, the Dhamma is in the book, yeah? And all his teachers said the Dhamma is in the heart, yeah? So, he used to look, at the teachers, and thought the Dhamma was coming out of their mouth, yeah? But every teacher told him, no, the Dhamma is coming from the heart, yeah? And that's where the Dhamma all arises, yeah? In the heart, yeah? It took him a while, until he looked in his heart and saw, the Dhamma is coming from the heart, yeah? And going into the heart. What is there so interesting about my face? Huh? There's nothing interesting about my face. There's nothing interesting about my body. Huh? My body is just a, you can say it's an organ, or it's just an instrument for the Dhamma to come out. There's nothing, the Dhamma has nothing to do with my body. Yeah? There's nothing to do with my brain. Yeah? It's not in my brain, the Dhamma. Yeah? I hardly can remember anything. Yeah? Sometimes I do remember some of the stories. Yeah? So all the things are coming from the heart. Yeah? And we haven't been able to...
It's just that's such a big habit, all the life like that.
Huh?
It's just that I'm giving a lecture to, I want to have an interaction with the people I'm talking with. So when I talk to them. So I'm just being polite by responding to show interest, to show that we are listening, rather than being impolite. But I suppose in different countries and different way are doing it. Like if I was giving a lecture and everybody was going like that, I don't know whether they are listening to me or not.
That's right. I mean, if you give a lecture about physics or chemistry and everybody, looks down, then the person, the teacher would be, he would become very restless.
Yeah, I am restless. So usually I would interact with the audience so that I know exactly whether I...
But not me.
I know, but it's just our politeness.
It's not polite.
So, okay.
I just told you, it's actually, in Asia, it is not polite, to look somebody in the eyes, especially if it is a person that is on a different level. Yeah? I mean, in Asia, a person, who is on a high level can look somebody, in his face, but a person who is on a lower level shouldn't look up, to that person. Yeah? It's all respect. Yeah?
So I got to sit like this.
Yeah, I mean, you're from Malaysia. I mean, you should know. I mean, if you remember your youth, you don't remember. Yeah. But even if you go there, and if you see young people interacting with older people, how do they interact? You never look. Huh? Or you don't want to admit? Huh?
Do things differently here, that's all.
Huh? Next time you go to Malaysia and you go to a village, not to a city, you go to a village and you look a junior person, talking to a senior person, yeah? It should be the same thing. I think in China it's still like that, huh? Not in the big cities, but in the villages. Yeah? She was always asking, where's Tan Peter, where's Tan Peter?
Apologies for being there.
No, it doesn't matter.
I came out without any of this on, and then my throat started getting sore, and so I went back and...
Nice to meet you, Ajahn Peter. Nice to meet you.
Oh, yes. You too. I got an email from Neil Abbott.
Oh.
And he says that he often hears my voice on the talks when you give them, and he likes to feel it somehow keeps us in contact. So he will hear this one.
And can I take some stone to back?
Sure.
From the temple.
As long as they are not in some kuti, as long as you find them here, that's fine.
Yeah, it's on the ground.
Yeah, in the ground.
Can I offer?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Good too. Peter.
Sorry.
Ajahn, sorry. I know you got a sore throat, so probably not the best thing to offer you.
Ajahn, 1st January, I will leave here to go to the university.
To go to...
Go to first to the Lumpur lecture,
Yeah.
and then to Bangkok and to my workplace, the university.
Where do you work?
Oh, now I work in Kanchanaburi Rajava University.
Ratchapat University.
For 1 year and a half, and still half a year. This is the holiday, 1 month. So
Kanchanaburi.
Kanchanaburi.
Uh-huh. Is it...
It's
I know. Near the Burmese border, it's on west. The River Kwai.
Yeah, quite river.
Okay.
We have been there. And
How was it?
This I want to report to you, teacher. The leave time and the second in China. I'm in the translation group, Dhamma translation from English to China. So I want to choose some good articles to give the group to translate to Chinese. So can you give me some articles you think is good?
I think we meet on 30th, yeah? On Wednesday. It's the 30th. Yeah? 31st is Thursday, yeah? And 1st is Friday. Yeah? So, I mean, then we can do it, yeah?
I want to copy some and then copy to post in my group.
We can arrange it. You don't have to copy it because it is already on the internet, most of it. So it's probably much easier, it's much easier to translate, from written text than from a book.
I think this maybe you have the electric books.
Yeah.
Articles.
Yeah. Electronic books.
This is your book.
Yeah, I did it, yeah. But the other ones I have also. So there's no problem with that.
Okay.
So you teach English or Chinese?
Chinese.
Yeah, it's an important language. What is it? What is the common Mandarin?
Mandarin.
Everybody, at least everybody can read it, not speak it. People can read Mandarin, that the Chinese characters are.
In
China.
In China.
Yeah. What is the
Can read?
official language?
Yeah.
Is it Mandarin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But the pronunciation is not the same.
Yeah,
and
I know.
The word is the same.
Yeah. The words are the same. What is Thomas?
In the morning when we eat, to me, it's a short time to eat. In the evening, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
My stomach is
Empty?
Empty. Do you think I can take a little food to eat just after the breakfast? Some rice?
No. No rice.
Or I can
Eat enough in the morning. I mean, I lived for 20 years,
Yes, you have a lot of evening with stomach.
I mean, eat enough, I mean, yes. I mean, hunger is just like pain. What is hunger? I mean, it appears and it disappears.
Yes, it disappears when you eat.
No? It also disappears, I mean, in the beginning it might stay for 1 hour, 2 hours, and then it disappears. Just drink something, just drink something with sugar or,
Yeah, but you don't.
That is okay, yeah?
Yes.
I mean, you're still young, yeah?
I feel 21 years old.
Huh?
21 years old.
So that is very young, yeah? I mean, imagine, the people going without food for 2 weeks.
They don't die.
No, they don't die. The longest I fasted was 20 days.
I just thought.
So, I mean, the first day you feel hungry, the second day you feel a little bit hungry, the third day you don't feel hungry anymore. It's not because you need food, The feeling of hunger comes from the acid, that is produced to digest the food, yeah? And the moment if you don't, just drink some water, just drink some, if you don't have energy, just drink tea with sugar or coffee with sugar, and that's fine.
Because I will do that. Because I remember when I listened to one of your teachers, the MP3, you said that a time when Buddha want to make to teach to others something, they have to stop.
Yeah.
Some people who come from far away, who run to listen to the Buddha, come to the Buddha and sit down next to him, and just before beginning to talk, he said to the monk,
I know what he said. He said to the monk, give them some food, but that was in the morning, yeah?
Yes.
And the people, exerted themselves, running to the Lord Buddha, So, there are two things, he wanted them to calm down and wanted them not to, be disturbed by the feeling of hunger. But that is different for practitioners. Don't mix it up, yeah? I do understand your concern, but are we here, to overcome dukkha? Yeah? And hunger is dukkha. Huh? Or are we here, to give in? If we are here to give in to all the things, when I'm tired, I sleep, when I'm hungry, I eat, how would we differentiate ourselves, or how would we differ from other people in the world? When they're hungry, they eat, when they're tired, they sleep, yeah? Huh? How would we differ? Why should we call ourselves, practitioners if we do not investigate the things that are difficult, that we constantly run away from, by giving in, yeah? If I see something, if I desire something, I run for it, yeah? If I hate something, I don't do it. That is the world. Now we are here in a place, where we practice. Where we practice not to be, hello Jenny, equanimous. Yeah? Being happy with bad things and being happy with good things. Just stay calm in the, in the face, when we have to face calamities, or when we have to face good things, yeah? We can't be calm. When something bad is happening to us, we get agitated. When something good happens to us, we get excited. So where's the calm? How can you become calm if you give in to these things? Yeah? Is that way? Maybe somebody knows it, that I don't know yet. Huh? Martin?
I don't know. That's why I'm here.
Huh? You know a way? We should always give in to the things, that are unpleasant?
No, or run away.
Oh.
Sometimes we don't have choice. So
yeah, if we don't have a choice, that's fine. That's why we put ourselves, that's why, the Lord Buddha said to the monks, to go to the forest where they don't have a choice, where they just have to live with whatever is there, yeah? It is easier if you don't have a choice. And here, you don't have a choice. So, because there are some regulations, yeah? Here in the monastery, we eat in the morning. If there are some medical conditions, then there is a different question. Yeah? In medical conditions, you can have a soya milk at midday. Yeah? But you've been here long enough. You should be able to deal with this. Yeah? And it's not cold. It would be different. Yeah? But I spent 4 months, in Germany, and I still ate only once a day. Yeah? As a monk, you're allowed, to eat twice a day. Yeah? You can eat in the early morning and you can eat before midday. Yeah? That's okay. But this monastery, it is one of the Dhutanga practices, one of the austere practices. Yeah? And that's the way it is here. If you go to a different monastery, they might eat twice.
In
yeah?
Sri Lanka?
Huh?
In Sri Lanka, yes, I see.
Yes, and even here. In the main monastery in Udon, they eat twice. When I was ordained, I lived in this monastery, and they ate, morning 8 o'clock and then 11 o'clock. But it's too much hassle, yeah? You're constantly bothered about this food, yeah? What is food? It's food there, to... We don't want to give the body too much energy. Huh? If the body has too much energy, it likes to do, it is active. Yeah? So we actually want to reduce the energy that the body has, to make the mind active. Huh? Huh? Yeah? Yeah. We can, when we start fasting, for a long time, then we can experience. The longer we fast, the lighter the body becomes and the lighter the chitta becomes. Huh? And then it's so easy to practice. Yeah? When you come back from food, you don't want to, you want to sleep. Yeah? Because the food is so heavy. It needs to be digested. Huh? If you don't take any food in, there's nothing to be digested. There's nothing heavy, and the body becomes light and easy to deal with. And the kilesas are weakened. If you remember where the kilesas of greed and hate are, they are in this body. So we can push down the body a little bit, yeah, in order, to gain some strength for the chitta. Yeah, I know it's not, you feel it's not unpleasant, but ask yourself, what is the goal in your life?
Yes, to be equanimous.
Yeah, okay. So, if you have something, as a monk, for me, yeah,
Yes.
I was living, in certain parts of Thailand, I was in a cave, and once, I went up to a very small village, I don't know, maybe 20 houses, yeah? And I went out on Pindapat, all what they gave me was rice. Nothing else, just rice. When the first day, the second day, the third day, just rice, yeah? Huh? Yeah, so you have to live with it. But it doesn't impact the practice, yeah? That, I never said that practice is easy. Never. It's constant fight. We have to fight tiredness, we have to fight boredom, we have to fight hunger, and especially we have to fight pain, yeah? When we sit for 2 hours, have you sat for 2 hours or 3 hours?
Not here.
Not yet, see? Then the pain is coming. And the longer we sit, the pain becomes stronger. So what we are going to do, we always have two choices. We can say, yes, my Lord, Avijja, I will be under your rule. So, throw me into hell, or, let me be born as an animal, or I have the choice to fight and get free. So you can fight the occupier or instigator, or you can say, okay, well, they are not so bad, we'll give in and live and live and live and die and live and die.
I'm asking questions. If the pain we can have here as human, when you sit for 2 hours, or when we walk on some fire, with some men, some monks who do that to come to monasteries in the mountain, they have to walk on the fire. This pain, is it the same pain as they have in hell? It is quite the same.
I mean, the pain of fire or the pain of something, if somebody stabs you, it is a different kind of pain than the pain that arises when sitting. The pain when arising and sitting is mostly mental pain, but it seems to be physical. So you can investigate. I've never done that. I've never walked over fire because I didn't see any point in it. What's the point in it? You just want to show off, to other people that you can do it. Go to India and a lot of people, are sleeping on a nail bed, What's the point of it, showing off, or, they're sitting for 3 months, without moving, what's the point of it, What we are trying to develop is sati, is this awareness of what is going on in our citta. And you still, you've been here for 5-6 months, and you still are worried about this body. Why are you not worried about the one who drives this body? You're still worried about the car. You do not educate the driver who wrecks the car. You worry about the car, that it's not oiled here, it's not oiled there, it squeaks here, it squeaks there. You understand that? Worry about the citta. If the citta is calm, the body is calm. If the citta is quiet, there is no pain. The pain comes from the citta, But of course you will feel it in your knees, But the moment you get up, the pain has disappeared. Just like magic. You have experienced that because you've done it before. So why are we still fooled by that? We know it disappears the moment we get up. So it couldn't be real. When I get up after 2 hours, then the pain comes, from long sitting. But while I'm sitting here, there is no pain. That's the difference. Of course the body is, it's a problem. The body is always a problem. But we are not going to educate the body, we are educating the citta that is dealing with the body. You understand that?
Yes. And to educate the citta, we can just repeat some thinking to calm the citta.
We can, yes, that's what we normally do. We do either anapanasati or putto. If the pain comes in, then we can investigate what is pain. Can you give me an answer to the question, what is pain?
It's feeling.
No, feeling is a feeling. What is pain? That is something that you have to investigate. Where is the pain? Where is it? Is it short? Yeah? Is it point-wise? Is it an area-wise? Yeah? Is it constant? How does it arise and how does it cease? Do you know that? No. That's why we have to investigate it. We have to investigate it. What is pain in order not to be afraid of pain? Because pain is just like hell, you know? It's a word, you know, that sends us a shiver through our spine. Makes us afraid. That's why we avoid it, yeah? If you know you go into a situation that causes you a lot of pain, you avoid it, yeah? So if you don't understand what pain is, and be equanimous, you know, in the face of pain, you know, I mean, we cannot overcome pain. Maybe you experience death, you know, when you experience death, yeah, when the whole body is torn apart, that is the biggest pain. We can experience it and re-experience it, yeah? And we still don't die. So I mean, what is the point of being equanimous in the face of pain? In the point of death, we are not afraid anymore. What is there to die if we understand what is pain? Huh? What is there to be afraid of? If we understand what is pain, what is there to be afraid of? Huh? We are conscious one moment, we are conscious the next moment, and one moment the body dies, and the next moment we are still conscious. Huh? And then we choose, you know. And then, in that case, you know, when we are aware at that moment of death, I mean, then we can choose from different paths to go. If you're lamenting about your hunger, you know, at that time of death, or about the pain at the time of death, you just go to a place, you know, where you can fulfill your desires. But you don't have a choice. So you either go to hell, or you go, you know, or you go to the animal realm, or to the ghost realm, or wherever the karma sends you. Huh? That is being equanimous, you know, and in each moment, you know, we pick the best choice. There are so many choices. I mean, Lumpur Tet, Lumpur Tet, I mean, his awareness was exceptional. He saw that within one moment, you know, we have 17 choices. 16 of the choices are generated by karma, and one choice is free will.
One choice is?
Free will.
Free will?
Well, free. There is no karma behind it. So you can choose completely a new different path that is not dependent on karma. But we are not aware. That's why we miss it all the time, you know. Most of the time we just follow our habits, you know. And our habits is our strongest karma. Yeah? If we start not to following our habits, then the weaker karma are the choices that we make. Yeah? So, I mean, do you understand why we shouldn't follow our habits? To have a choice. To have a choice to go in the right direction. Yeah? And the body is the biggest problem. Huh? The body is the biggest problem. Yeah? I mean, I told you, a week ago I told you, whenever meditators or practitioners come here, they have only one topic: body. That's painful, that's painful, that's painful, that's bothersome, that's bothersome. Yeah? Walking 4 hours, you know, is bothersome. Huh? Why is it only, you know? I mean, as if we have 5 khandhas. It's only the body. It's not feeling, it's not memory, it's not thought, you know, it's not consciousness. Yeah? I mean, we have the biggest problem with the body. Because we are attached to the body. The moment we investigate the body completely, And finally, there's no return. You understand that? It's a stage of anagami. So, I mean, you better start with body investigation right now. Body investigation, you know, the first stage of body investigation is stream enterer. The second stage of body investigation is once returner. The third and last stage of body investigation is anagami, non-returner. And then you can investigate the other khandhas. You can investigate the mind khandhas. So, that is mind feeling, yeah? Thought, memories, association, and consciousness. Before that, your only problem is the body. The attachment to the body. We think we are ruining the body, you know, when we sit for 3 hours. Huh? Now, Thomas, sit for 2 hours, you know, and face the pain. You don't want it, you know, I mean, that shows you very clearly you don't have the desire to get out of the cycle. You don't want to face up with these problems. You want to find, just like everybody else in the West, you want to find a pill that gives you happiness. That's all. Yeah. To avoid everything that is unpleasant. And I told you, practice is just the other thing. Of course, you know, we do something, you know, to calm the mind, you know, to get a pleasant feeling. But we use this calmness and the strength of our chitta then to investigate what bothers us. So, I mean, a real practitioner, has to face up with a lot of difficulties. I mean, otherwise, you know, if you don't know these things, you will always run away. Huh? You remember that dog, you know? You put a sausage in front of it, you know, you put some tin cans behind it, and it always runs, it never stops. Because if it stops, the sausage is reachable, and the tin cans stop their noise. Huh? But as long as it runs, and you run all the time, you run after pleasant things, and you run away from unpleasant things. That is the biggest problem. Now, as a practitioner, we have to stop and face things. We don't want to run away. So what is hunger? Investigate it. What is pain? Investigate. What is tiredness? Investigate.
When it's begin, when it's end.
Yeah. And how it feels, where it is, you know, where it arises. Is it in, you know, pain? Is it in the skin? Have you tried it? Is it in the skin? Is it in the bones? Is it in the tendons? Is it in the flesh? Is it in the muscles? Where is it? I mean, muscles, you know, you have the muscles since birth. You know, why is there only pain now when you sit, you know, and try to do the Buddha? The moment you stop Buddha, you know, there's no more pain. It's the same as tiredness. You get only tired because you do your Buddha or you do your Anapanasati, you know. The moment you stop your Buddha or Anapanasati and think about something that is just exciting, you know, I mean, all your tiredness is gone. Huh? Have you tried it out?
Yes.
It's gone. So, somebody is fooling us, and that's exactly what we don't want. Yeah? We don't want somebody to fool us or deceive us. Huh? We don't want this magician constantly pulling out, you know, these different tricks, or, you know, in front of our eyes. We know what a magician does. Huh? We've seen magic shows, yeah? I mean, what we see is, of course, fantastic, yeah? I mean, we are always excited when we see this. The moment we go behind the stage and see how he does this trick, I mean, this trick cannot pull us anymore. We know it exactly, yeah? And that's exactly what we have to do in practice. We have to look, how is this magician producing pain? How is a magician producing tiredness? All these things. You understand that? But you are in pain, you know, I mean, everybody can see, and at least I can see, yeah? You're in constant pain, but you don't want to admit it. Be it restlessness, you know, I mean, not you know, pain and suffering, you know, be it restlessness, boredom, you know, at least just not feeling at ease. Yeah? So you have to fight it. Yeah? You always use it, you know, we always use, you know, especially when we are new, we try to use the ways of the world. But we are not anymore, I mean, we retreated from the world for a moment, you know, and now we try to use some other medicines or other remedies, yeah? You understand? Okay. Think about carefully what you want, you know, I mean, you cannot avoid it, you know, I cannot give you a pill, you know, where you find happiness. I mean, otherwise the Lord Buddha would have given it to everyone, you know, and people would be happy, yeah? But he said everybody has to go the path. I cannot go the path for you. Yeah? And you know, do you know the Lord Buddha's path? I mean, for 7 years, I mean, he was fasting, you know?
Is it ascetic practice?
Yeah, it was an ascetic practice where he saw that this doesn't lead, you know, to freedom, yeah? So he started, you know, to go the middle path, yeah? Eating a little bit, yeah? But eating only once, yeah? Huh? Or twice. Yeah? And in his practice, with his pain, he fell unconscious 3 times because he didn't want to give in the pain channel. Huh? He didn't want to give in. So he just went unconscious. Luang Pu Man, the same thing. They were so strict, they said, no, I'm not giving in to this pain. I don't want to lose this battle. So, as a result, they fell unconscious. I tried it once, you know, but it didn't work. Yeah? I mean, that is our stance. I mean, we have to have, you know, a stance to fight something. Yeah. Do you think when France was occupied by the Germans, yeah? Do you think you can go to the German and say, hello, please go back? Would they go back? No, you have to fight them, each one. Yeah? Huh? Yeah. So the kilesas are occupying your heart. You know, how can you get rid of them if you don't fight them? I mean, the Lord Buddha used these examples, you know, in the sutta, yeah, of fighting. He didn't say, you know, okay, it's all, you know, I mean, just go into the bliss, you know, and be happy, you know, and that's it. No, he said, you know, to overcome self, it is easier as a single person to fight a whole army than to fight self. To fight oneself. So all your ideas that come out, you have to fight them. All your notions, yeah, you have to fight them because they're not real. Somebody suggested them. Yeah? Put them in your brain and said, yes, this is real, this is what I want. You know? Is that what you want? Is that really what your heart wants? But because we have never listened to the heart, we don't know what the heart wants. Yeah? But the heart, you know, at least, it brought you to this place. And now it is up to you, you know, what you make out, you know. Who do you give, you know? Just like Goethe said, you know, there are 2 powers in my heart, yeah? There's the darkness or the evil and there's the goodness, yeah? Luang Tha Mahabodhi phrased it, there's the Dhamma and there's the, you know, there's the evil, yeah? Each one of them, you know, I mean, needs to have the power over the throne. And the throne has the command over the 5 khandhas. 5 khandhas is body, feeling, memory, association, thought and consciousness. So whoever is in rain, puts us in the right direction or in the wrong direction. But most of the time, we see it in our fight when we try to, for 1 hour, to be with Buddha. How many times are we with Buddha or with the Anapanasati, and how many times are we in thought? That shows us the percentage of how strong our opponent is. Yeah? And he's quite strong. Yeah?
Can I ask a question?
Now, yes, you can ask a question.
It's very difficult to phrase it because...
Then don't ask it.
All right, maybe I should.
Especially most of you come from the West, don't think it is easy. That what is portrayed in the West, of practice, has nothing to do with the real practice, They left out, all the goodies that are in the suttas, just like this one, fighting against the whole army. Or, the training of a practitioner. What is the training of a practitioner? The Lord Buddha described it as training a war elephant for the king. First of all, you have to catch that wild elephant, then tie it, to a pole, so that it cannot escape. So that's the same thing as making our chitta calm. And you will already see it is very difficult to make the chitta calm. Once the wild elephant knows he cannot escape, well, he will go down and rest. He will fall asleep. So once the elephant has trained his calmness, or has gained his calmness, then the next phase comes. He's placed there, and then there are soldiers with spears, slowly putting spears in his back and his front and so on. That is the training of a practitioner. And the kilesas are these spears that constantly poke at us. So why did the Lord Buddha say things like that? If he thinks, we just need to sit our own caution, to get enlightened, It's most people believe that in the West, don't they? Just sit long enough, and you get enlightened, we can get enlightened, I just turn on the light bulb, we are enlightened. The brighter the light bulb is, the more enlightened we are. But the moment you turn off the power, we are in the darkness again. Why do you think? They are really, in the Anguttara Nikaya, there are stories. Everybody, would think, why did he say that? It is really tough. Practice is really tough. We have to fight the strongest enemy. And he's not giving in. We cannot persuade him to go. Just try, to persuade, an oppressor or dictator, to leave his reign. Even, the interesting thing about, a dictator, for instance, is, when we look at East Germany, look at East Germany, it was a communist regime. Everybody, just one person who wanted to leave was shot dead. Every person, gives the power to this dictator. So he cannot let go of one person. It's the same with Mara. He cannot let go of one person. He has to fight that person, so that he cannot leave. Because it's his realm. If he sees that, he's not interested about the billions of beings that are, somehow, working. He's only interested about that one person who wants to leave. And you remember that story because it was in the enlightenment of the Lord Buddha he told us. when Mara personally came in, to deceive him. Huh? You remember that? So why do you think it's easy? Why do you think we should avoid all these unpleasant things? Huh?
His daughter also come
Yeah, with his 7 daughters, but he came also with storm, with rain, with everything, that is frightening. Yeah. So don't think it is easy. It is a hard fight. In the body is the biggest fight. Yeah. Yes. Greed and hate. Yeah. In the moment we do really body investigation, this hate comes up. Huh, Jenny? This unpleasant feeling, this really unpleasant, very, very unpleasant feelings come up when we do our body investigation correctly. We don't want that, And that's why we stop it, huh? Did you go on? No.
I got other problems that I need to solve first.
See?
No, but
That's how they divert the attention.
No, but it's real problems.
Yeah, of course there are real problems. Have you ever realized that the problems are only in our mind? They're never in our heart.
No, but it's a different kind of problem.
Yeah.
No, it's not the kilesas that we are talking about, something else.
Dhamma has never problems.
It's Mara.
Maya.
Mara.
Mara.
It's real.
Yeah. Well, what does he do?
It does. Just now you were saying. It's so difficult to explain. Like when you talk about kilesas and pain, and okay, we can fight it.
Yeah.
But this is something that's beyond what we can find. If that is an entity.
Yeah.
That perhaps have very powerful samadhi or it sounds crazy, and
Yeah, can you speak that?
Yeah.
it penetrates.
Yeah, of course.
It penetrates into dreams.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's
that is
kind. It's not.
Yeah.
It's evil. It's not. I don't know whether it's evil or not.
Okay.
I can't say it's evil, but it's testing. It's testing my strength and my weaknesses.
Yeah.
And it's putting in, and it's going slowly. And you can,
So.
at first you're not aware of it, and suddenly you say reflection, or and suddenly you say, hang on a minute, this is not right. This is not leading to the Dharma. This is everything against the Dharma.
Yeah. Okay.
How do you stop it? How do you face this entity?
That are the troops of Mara. That are the troops of avijja.
But it's a person.
No, it's not a person. That's what you think it is a person.
But it might be a person, or it might be whatever.
Where is it coming from? It's coming from the heart. In the heart are the kilesas, maybe it comes from, maybe you don't see it and you think it comes from the mind. If it infiltrates your dreams, yeah? We are born as evil people. We are born, we have evil in our heart and we have good in our heart. And now you start to see the evil and you think it's another person. It's the same person.
It's like when you see past life in dreams.
Yeah. That's okay?
It's...
What?
You can see the past life and something is not right there. And...
It's not right there? Yeah, maybe you did something wrong, in your past life.
I didn't do anything wrong.
So what is not right there?
It's like... Okay, at first I thought it was just like rubbish. It's just rubbish. Cannot be true, cannot be imagination, kilesas, whatever it is. But then when you actually see it And you're actually speaking a language that you have never spoken before.
Yeah.
And because I recognize that language, okay, and it's not my language, it's not Chinese, it's not what I speak now. And I recognize the word grandmother.
Yeah.
And I know I'm trying to prevent my grandmother, who was doing something very, she wasn't a very nice woman. She was doing something evil.
Yeah.
And she was trying to get my younger sister to do it.
Yeah.
But I was the elder one, and in fact, it should be me that she wanted to do. And I'm trying to protect my younger sister. And I'm saying to her, I remember shouting at her, "No, grandmother," in a foreign language. I mean, that's crazy.
No, why is it crazy? Wait. I mean, why do you think it is crazy? I mean, why don't you think there is a thought or there's a memory and then just leave it at that? Why do you make it real? The moment you accept it, as truth, then it is reality for you. The moment you replace it, I mean, what was I talking, the last 4 weeks, huh? Replacing everything that comes into our mind with a Buddha. Not rejecting it, just acknowledge it, and replacing it with a Buddha. Why to worry about things, about these things, yeah? Of course, yes. I mean, what we have done in previous lives, I mean, it is horrible. Because we didn't have Dhamma. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah? So, when this memory comes up, acknowledge this memory and then go back to the Buddha. You cannot fight the past.
It's not the past, it's the present. It's like,
yeah, but it's the past, it's memories from the past. Huh? Isn't it? It's not happening in the present moment. In the present moment, there's no grandmother telling you to do evil things, or? Huh? Is it? There's a teacher who tells you to go back to the Buddha. So why don't you follow your teacher?
I have actually gone back to Buddha, but it happens, and then the Buddha come afterwards.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's too late.
It's okay. I mean, that is our practice. I mean, you still want to run and you cannot walk yet.
I want to stop it from happening.
Yeah.
I can practice the Buddha.
So, where's the difference between you and Thomas? Huh? He wants to stop his hunger because he wants to practice.
But
yeah, you want to stop this, because it's unpleasant. Where's the difference?
Whoever is evil.
Yeah.
If I don't stop
doesn't matter.
Then I will get sucked into the...
How can you be sucked into the evilness? I don't understand that. I mean, Buddha is something that is the present moment, yeah? I mean, if the moment, Jenny, listen very carefully, the moment you believe these things to be true, what you are doing at the moment, then you can be sucked in. The moment, yes, in the moment you just put them aside and return to the Buddha, you will be never sucked in. You understand? I mean, it is very deceitful. It is very deceitful. The Kilesa is trying you everything to pull you away. Because they know the moment you really concentrate on practice, you will go very fast. So they're going to pull you.
It's like a repetition from life.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. The thoughts that you have, it doesn't matter. Yeah? Just can't go back to the Buddha or to your body. We have two things that we can hold on. That's samatha and that's panya. Samadhi, and panya. So, two ways of practice. Buddha, anapanasati. Yeah? Or investigation of the body. So the object of investigation is our body. We are not investigating memories thoughts. We are investigating the body, or we are sticking our attention to the Buddha or to Anapanasati. Is that clear? Everything else is of no interest. Of course they pull you in, they make you believe it. I mean, every one of you believes you what you think, yeah? Because it's your thought.
The stronger.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how strong it is.
The worse it gets.
Yeah.
You get
I mean, but it cannot get worse if you would go back to the Buddha. The moment you get sucked in, huh? Like you get sucked in, you know. I mean, you see a drama, you know, on TV, you know. In the beginning, I mean, 2 or 3 minutes, huh? Yeah, boy. Then you stay on, and slowly you get sucked in. It's the same thing. Huh? It is not real. Whatever, you know, I mean, isn't there a chitta that watches this? Huh? Isn't there a chitta that watches this, that knows this? Are you that spittoon? You get sucked into the spittoon? Don't you see that spittoon? Don't you see these memories? Don't you see that? So who is the one who sees it? That's how you can get away from it. That's the only way. I mean, I told you the Lord Buddha gave us 3 principles. He said anicca, anatta, dukkha. And anatta in this case is the most valuable principle. That is not me, that is not mine, that doesn't belong to me. Because I can see it. Or I can know it. Just ask these memories, you know. You know that you're a memory. And then instantly, the magic is gone. Instantly. The moment you question that memory, the magic is gone. Huh? You want it, and you don't see that you desire it.
I don't want it. There's somebody...
Yes, it is the same as wanting and not wanting. Not wanting it makes it stronger. Wanting it makes it stronger. As I said, whenever there's a problem, accept it, and then just go back to the Buddha. Yes?
It's like somebody coming into the house and
Yeah.
a person coming into the house.
Yeah, so go back, but it doesn't come into this house now at that moment. Does it? It doesn't go into your kuti.
It did last night.
Did he come into your kuti?
Came
It came into your mind.
into a dream.
Yeah, it came
I
through a
was beyond
dream.
my
What is a dream? Memories. Visual memories. Or visual thoughts. Huh? It can be a nimitta, and you don't have to worry about it. That's what I say.
It's not real.
It's not real. It's something that happened in the past that you can't change anyway. I know from experience, you wake up from these kind of dreams and you want to find a solution to it. But you can't find it because it happened, ages ago. Thousands and thousands of years ago. Huh? How can you change something that happened in the past? Huh? If you say, if you said something bad to your mother or to your father or your partner, can you change that? You will remember that, and you cannot change it. So what's the use of thinking about it?
Because they were using evil and wrong things that...
Yeah.
And they make promises, and I suppose I'm the target.
Yeah, so whatever we have done will come back to us. If you have done good, good will come back to us. If you have done evil, evil will come back to us.
I know that.
Yeah, so accept it and then go back to the Buddha. And don't sleep so long that you don't dream. Because he cannot come as long as you do your Buddha. The moment you nod off, he all your memories can come in.
So he.
That is the magic about this practice. The moment we are aware, there's nothing that can sit in our mind. Our mind is calm, clear, and sometimes even clairvoyant. Yeah? It sees far ahead. Yeah? Or it sees in the past. But he's never, the chitta is never subjected to these things. It objectively knows something has entered the mind and something has left the mind. And it knows it was a memory, it knows it was a feeling, or it knows it was a body, or it knows it was consciousness or not consciousness. Yeah? That's where you have to go, that is your refuge.